First round, it's presented by Rocket Mortgage. Tonight, Game 5, to punch their ticket to the Western Conference semis. Winner of this one advances to his starting 5. The other night for Game 4, Monte Morris.
There is no question that threes have been flying in this series.
Out of his mind the other night, 50 points, trying to single-handedly get them back in the win column. Here's Jokic, little give and go inside to Millsap, contact, and then an awfully late whistle.
Malone.
Millsap 16 points in Game 4, most points that he is for Denver off the turnover. Here comes Royce O'Neal gliding to the cup.
For a 20-point-a-game night and their best three-point shooter out, what they've been able to do here. Jokic in the post, that one-footed
kick. Ingles into the corner. This is Mitchell. That's a three.
Of Dirk Nowitzki, and then Mitchell, who's a 37%.
But certainly didn't anticipate a potential first-round exit. He, into the offense, has kind of lost his rhythm offensively. Mitchell steps into a deep three and buries it.
Threes on the season, and they're shooting well over 50% in this series.
Boy, how about this? 9 straight for the Jazz.
He believes that one of the guys who will help set that tone, Monte Morris. Now remember when Malone moves
against Mitchell. Shot clock down to 5. Jokic steps into an open 3 and buries it. Quarter, Game 5, and a do-or-die night for Denver. Jokic just masterful.
Puts the ball on the floor and splits Ingles and Clarkson and gets the ball well.
O'Neal, the fake, wide open splash by Royce O'Neal.
Royce O'Neal mainly just a spot-up three-point shooter. Oh, but that's what I'm talking about, is that bad defense. Royce O'Neal, an escape.
League out of Baylor. There's Jokic, that's a long three over Gobert, and he hits again.
It's going to be open anytime you want.
His second personal early in this game. Here comes Ingles, wheeling around a screen, extends to the cup, and he puts it down. Ingles, transition 3, sticks it. George Niang and Juwan Morgan have checked in for Utah. There's an open corner jumper. So we hit the 3-minute mark. Here's a backdoor cut by Torrey Craig.
Is at the three-point line, so he's not there to block shots.
Soft touch, a little leaner boot. When Murray had an opening. Jokic over the top of Gobert.
Third time he's getting back here.
Clarkson, contact, and he'll shoot a season alive in a 3-1 series hold to Utah. 7 to shoot. Murray gets the 3. Clarkson puts it on the deck. Pull up 3 from the corner as final seconds. Here comes Jokic, fires at the horn, and he buries it.
Look at this. Now he's going to hit a running 3 over Gobert, who was 5th in the league in points in the paint and held them 13 below their average. But that
opener, but since then 3 straight victories for Utah as Michael from him defensively. As Conley taking on contact, soft touch. One for Denver. Quiet scoring start for him, just 3 points. Here's Niang, getting some pretty good looks.
Guy, good competitor.
Here's Plumlee. Beautiful pass, dropping a dime in. A big bucket here off a terrific feed. Clarkson to the rack. It's going to be a whole chapter in that journal today about Nikola Jokic. Clarkson at mark. Here's Jeremy Grant stepping middle, elevates and puts it down for Grant over the last 3.
Well, Denver is so big. We're so used to teams playing small.
21 in the first quarter. Mitchell the drive and kick to Clarkson. Gets another 3. Went down with that wrist injury. Eventually had to have surgery, ending his season. Hurt initially in January. And suddenly Utah with its largest lead.
And ends up with an illegal screen.
This is Michael Porter Jr. Corner 3. Got it. Mitchell around a screen, hounded by Murray, takes some contact, and he's headed on it. Then Millsap saves. Nicely done. Here comes Murray, slicing his way through the defense against Denver.
Denver, one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the league. Great save. Forwards, Michael Porter Jr. and Jeremy Grant, giving away a lot of size.
Ingles on a 3. Jokic. Murray is there, takes it back and cleans up the net. Pretty step back, couldn't hit. Tapped out again by Gobert. Conley up top. and intercepted by Ingles. No one home. Mitchell. Good effort by Porter, but 5 to shoot. Little fadeaway jumper splash. See the first half numbers as we throw it downstairs to Rebecca. Here is Jokic. Back of the rim, no. Loose ball, Morris, right in his breadbasket.
Hang in, they've got to get their defense going and get some stops.
There's a 3 for Conley, splash! And he put this team on his back. Shot clock down to 2. That's an open 3, got it. Denver shooting 43% if you've just joined us. Millsap puts it. First field goal for Millsap. Mitchell, got it. As we take another look.
See, Jokic is up, but he goes the other way, drives away from.
Obviously, injuries have played a factor for both of these teams. Murray, everything but the finish, able to extend to the cup, couldn't put it down. Grant, and he can at the other end.
The roll, but then Gobert is going to have to make the plays.
Mitchell setting the table, dropping a dime to.
Dilemma with Michael Porter Jr. You want his offense on the floor, but he's not giving you any.
Clarkson tonight, he has been magnificent. Murray taking flight, puts it down. Boy, right to the chin.
This is what we're talking about on the split. Now he beats 2 defenders. You cannot get split in pick and roll defense.
Gobert pretty with his feet. Utah's lead back to a dozen. Porter outside Murray. Deep 3, got it.
Scouting distance.
In fact, he scored 9 of their last 11. Niang off the bench.
In open people.
That was his 4th assist of the night. Little give and go action. Jokic back to Murray.
And then a tough drive right here, going at Rudy Gobert, getting to the other side of the.
Desperate to keep his season alive, looking for some kind of a spark. Murray with a tough leaner, and he just keeps on. Jamal Murray, 13 of Denver's last 15 points, and he's got some help. He played by Dozier.
Outstanding individual defense by Dozier.
Murray.
Well, here's a young guy, P.J. Dozier, getting it going with his defensive plays by P.J. Dozier.
Murray inside, incredible. No. Jamal Murray with a stroke of genius.
Everything, and he's right by them, and then a tremendous finish.
Gobert. Lead as we enter the 4th. The NBA playoffs on TNT first round is.
Now Jamal obviously putting him in the pick and rolls, trying to get the matchups that we want, and we're going to need both of them down the stretch.
What Donovan Mitchell can do, make somebody else beat you.
Porter at the other end.
I mean, look where Jokic is right now. He's not back in that lane.
Mitchell, and he answers for Portland in the second round. Here's Murray off the inbounds. Splash!
Get him into the pick and into the help of your big guy.
Murray, and once again, those two. There's a steal. Porter ahead of the field to Murray. Runs out of real estate, but gets it to Porter. How does Utah answer now as we cross the 8-minute mark? Mitchell to the rack, and he goes glad.
On Murray's shoulder.
What defense by Mitchell. Shot clock at 1. Jokic has to hurry, and he. Make it 28 after that last hucket. Mitchell!
Helped by Michael Porter Jr. This is Donovan Mitchell. You can't stay.
My goodness. Here's Conley, the leader, and he gets it to go.
With his right hand on those floaters.
Conley following up his 26-point performance and look 5. Grant steps into a 3, and he hits. Point shooter on the season. Shot clock down to 6. Conley splits 2, and he's headed to the line.
And Jokic is stuck on the weak side, doesn't do anything coming to help on this.
Dropping a dime, and Grant blocked by Gobert. 2 to shoot, Murray shoots, and he
continues.
Up by Conley, Murray off another broken play between these two superstars. Murray, a step back, long 2.
Murray just taking Donovan Mitchell, and then the
in game 4, 40 tonight. Murray again. Well short rebound. Porter and Mitchell the steal. Inside Gobert.
Doing here though, you need the ball at this point.
Where it goes here. Murray, the drive, the kick. Jokic. Splash!
These guys have both gone wire to wire in the second. Great pass. Jokic holds the follow through and sticks the
TNT. Final 20 seconds. Here's a three by Mitchell, and he banks. You're looking at the future of the NBA. Two of the bright young stars as Grant is fouled. And
tonight in the second half. And they've got to hang on to that and understand.
To a game 6. They do it on the back of Jamal Murray's 42-107. Coming up next.